You've mentioned the term a couple of times, and it's one of those terms that when people hear and they're not familiar with what the term means, red flags go up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You've mentioned the term Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our Roman friends from history have gerrymandered that term, and unfortunately, in the general public, they now have become virtual synonyms. If you say Catholic, automatically within the public's mindset, you're saying Rome. But yet, explain to us, A, what Catholic means, and why a Catholic understanding of the sacraments may differ, or may not differ, from the Roman understanding of the sacraments. Or just like, let's use the Eucharist, just to narrow it.
All right, first of all, as far as the word
Yes.
itself is concerned, in the historic creeds of the Church, we confess that we believe the Catholic and Apostolic Church. Catholic means universal. Every baptized Christian is a Catholic because we have been baptized into one body, the body of Christ. Catholic is a way, the term used by the Church throughout its history to express this one body that we are baptized into. So it is not a sectarian word at all.
Okay.
No matter what church you attend, if you're baptized, you are a Catholic. It does become confused with the Roman doctrine because the Roman Church, at least for most of her history, has regarded their communion as the only true church in existence, and thereby claiming the term Catholic for herself alone. Of course, one cannot be a hyphenated Catholic. Roman Catholic makes no sense according to language because Catholic means universal. And so that's what I mean when I'm using these terms. And the other part of your question was?
Since we use the term Catholic and there's this perception, the Catholic understanding of the sacraments.
Oh, you mean in regards to transubstantiation?
That's the big word.
All right. Well, Anglican doctrine teaches that we receive grace through the sacraments spiritually, sacramentally. In other words, we've kept the historic understanding that Christ ordered an outward, visible symbol to convey to us inward spiritual grace. What the Roman doctrine of transubstantiation has done, and the criticism that the Anglican reformers placed against it, was that it, as they said, overthrows the nature of a sacrament. If the elements of bread and wine in any way are defined as becoming the physical body and blood of Christ, the symbol, the outward symbol, no longer exists. Therefore, it cannot be a sacrament. And so perhaps that is a way in which people identify the word Catholic in these instances, but that's not historically true. That was a late definition, again, when we consider when transubstantiation was ordered to be the dogma of the Western Church at that time.
Right.
It's not ancient. It cannot be traced back to the Scriptures. It cannot be traced back to the early centuries of the Christian Church according to the Fathers. It is a late medieval development. It was an attempt, honestly, to understand the mystery of the sacrament. But I agree with our Eastern Orthodox brethren. It is originally, it's a holy mystery. And we shouldn't try to define it scientifically. I don't know, I guess perhaps historically it is the Latin habit of trying to define everything to the nth degree.